There are forgotten cities in the world's blind spots. Most are dry bones and dust, but one lies beneath rivers of living ink. Black, pulsing, writhing, forever hungry. This is Ilithkar, the sunken city, where every street, every stone is stained by the choices that ruined it. She came alone, bearing no name, desperate for a cure the world whispered about, but no longer believed. The boatman who ferried her toward the ink-swollen gates didn't speak. His eyes were hollow, face streaked with veins of blue-black. "You seek knowledge or salvation?" he finally asked as they floated above drowned rooftops. "Both," she answered, not yet realizing that was the oldest mistake. The city emerged from mist, a patchwork of collapsed spires, tarnished copper domes, and statues half submerged as if the ink drank them slowly. Gargoyles watched silently, their eyes dripping black tears. She felt the current tug at the hull, heard the ink whisper in a language that promised eternal secrets. At the city edge, survivors prowled the ruins. They wore patchwork robes and masks of tarnished metal, hiding faces warped by exposure. Their leader, the librarian, approached her. "Outsiders don't last, but those who fall become part of our history, for better or worse," he warned. She followed, heartsick. Every step echoed stories of pain. A child clutching a doll, leaking ink. A woman wrapped in bandages, hunched over a book covered in crawling glyphs. The rivers split the city into 3 regions: the Scholar's Baths, the Bleeding Market, and the Temple of Remembrance. The ink itself was alive, moving through veins and pipes beneath the cobblestones. Occasionally, it erupted onto the surface, swallowing entire buildings in a moment, regurgitating them somewhere else, changed and monstrous. In the Scholar's Baths, haunted figures scribbled endlessly on scrolls that self-erased. Here, the ink was mild, allowed for creativity, madness, but not death. The librarian revealed the city's curse. Once they had pure water, prosperity, and knowledge revered by all. But the rulers, fearing death and decay, bargained with gods below the river. They traded wisdom for eternal ink, believing it would record all, preserve all. Instead, it poisoned their memories, transformed flesh, and erased hope. Each new arrival was another sacrifice. The ink demanded memory, ambition, dreams. Those lost became wraiths, shadows made of black, flowing script. She earned companions, a masked poet, once beloved, a merchant who traded pieces of his own identity for tales, and the librarian, who had forgotten his true name centuries ago. Their journey through the Bleeding Market was harrowing. The ink grew viscous and hot, bubbling with hidden hungers. A deal was struck. To find the city's source, each must give up their deepest secret. Memories poured into the ink itself. The poet's secret was love. The merchant's was honesty. Both faded, shrank, and changed as their truths joined the river. She hesitated, feeling the city itself watching, hungry for her sacrifice. In the temple of remembrance, she found the priests, now monstrous, their bodies swollen with glowing veins of ink. You must choose, sacrifice the companions or yourself. The ink must be fed. Only then can you reach the city's heart and its cure, they rasped. The companions begged her to spare them. She thought of all she had lost, all the world outside this ruin. After anguished struggle, she sacrificed herself, pouring her fiercest memories, childhood, hope, fear, ambition, into the ink. Her companions mourned and pressed on. At the city's deepest core, they found the source, a vast pulsating vein wound through the roots of the drowned city. Here resided the Ink King, an ancient entity whose mind was the city, whose body was the river. He offered enlightenment and the cure in exchange for more memories. The companions hesitated, but at last the poet offered up the memory of her final song, and the merchant surrendered the memory of why he came to the city. In that moment, the entity revealed the truth. The city's rulers had sought to cheat death, storing all wisdom and memory in the ink. Each sacrifice bought temporary peace, but always the cycle continued. Those who drank the cure forgot everything. They survived, but their souls became empty. Progress meant only an endless loop of loss and forgetting. One companion escaped, the poet, blank as new parchment. She wandered back to the ink-stained world above, speechless, nameless, lost. The merchant remained behind, another ink wraith, forever trading secrets in the dark. The sunken city endured, waiting for the next seeker, the next sacrifice. The ink rivers pulsed, bearing fragments of memory through ruined halls and drowned hearts. And somewhere, deep in the black currents, the protagonist watched, reborn and dissolved, a silent witness to a world forever swirling between knowledge and oblivion. Cities above whispered rumors of cures and secrets in the deep. Each generation sent new seekers. The ink rivers grew ever stronger, swallowing wisdom and hope, feeding on the struggle itself. Ilithkar remains, where all progress is bought with loss. All enlightenment leads to terrifying truths, and every story is written in ink that never dries.